off right. I want to wish everybody a great 2025 and hope everybody had a happy new year. I want to send a prayer out to New Orleans, for that tragedy that happened, and just pray for all the families that, were affected or, the people that lost lives in that tragedy. So hopefully the families find peace, man. We're going to check out this video with Elliot Wilson, I guess, in 2025. We're going to be out here exposing these haters, man. See, I'm in my robe. It's early in the morning, trying to start 2025 off right. Feeling a little under the weather, but got my tea, repping my Falcons on my robe, but I ain't gonna let y'all see that because we ain't do that good this year. But Elliot Wilson went up on Rory and Miles' show, and he basically exposed himself as, the hater that he seems to be. And I kind of like Elliot before. He's a little annoying with his laugh, but yeah, I guess he's just mad that other people getting shine and he's not. And he's had a take like this before, but I guess he was drinking, and when he started drinking, he started telling the truth, right? So let's check it out.
And those people that could do great interviewers are now becoming the media.
Yes. Everybody's media. Summer Walker's media. Cameron's running like he's Stephen A. Smith. It's what we're dealing with.
Why are you saying like he's Stephen A? Why he not running around like Cameron?
Cameron to be that.
That's what people be mad at you about when you say shit like that.
Which I think he should lean into. Be the old villain.
OD, that was hate.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I think people be mad at you.
Oh, it's hate.
Cam is running around like he's Stephen A. Smith. No,
why is he support journalist? Because he has an opinion? Why?
He's running around like Stephen A. Smith, so he can't tell his opinion. Like, everybody got a podcast. Shit, I got a podcast, But if you're doing good, why not congratulate the man? Why are you mad because you somehow think he's taking, money out your hand, food out your kid's mouth? I don't get it. It's just jealousy.
But him and Mace have proved to have a good opinion that people care about.
He got Mace having a job and really check because the bag is there.
But Elliot, you don't think that we all come from the culture of we all sit around in our neighborhoods in front of our buildings?
But Mark, don't make you a journalist.
But I'm just saying we all sit around in our groups with our friends and talk about
our
sports,
opinions, yes.
music.
So I think Elliot is, he's mad because I don't know if he went to school for journalism. I got to look that up. These guys just get up on a mic and get to say what they want, and that's not fair because I went to school or, I studied or I had all this, background in journalism, and they didn't. They just get on here and get to have a podcast, a successful one at that. But still, everybody got one, so why you picking out Cameron and Mace?
That's all these guys are doing right now.
But that's not fair. Is Shannon Sharp a journalist?
No, but that's the
or does he
easier
have
bridge.
experience from it?
That's where the athlete becomes the media. That's the easier Charles Barkley. That's easier transition.
So why is it easier for the athlete but not the artist?
It's not easier, but I don't like it because you imagine this is the shit I do well.
I don't like it. You don't like a lot of shit. This is equivalent to the old man get off my lawn scenario. This is equivalent to Shaq and them talking about, well, these youngsters, they don't know what they doing. Bro, you don't like it, so it's not fair. And they're actually doing a good job. I could see if they just had horrible takes on, sports. Their takes are actually entertaining, which Stephen A. Smith, he basically does the same thing. He talks shit, but he also speaks about sports. Cameron and Mace, they speak about a lot of stuff, but it's supposed to be sports centric, so that's what they start off with, but they, dive into other topics. And they do a good job, man. Why would you be mad at somebody, another black man especially, doing a good job, their transition, they're pivoting into this new role because they're not rapping no more? What would you want them to do? If they were still rapping, you'd be talking shit about them, saying, oh, they too old to rap.
And not everybody want to do it. And they get the celebrity off that shit.
You don't like it because you feel like they're not coming to the journalists to have these conversations.
I'm real with that.
Which affects your bottom line.
The best I ever do is me with that. So then you want to be that off celebrity or what? So I could talk about that. I don't like that shit. And not be a hater. Yeah. It's reality.
Yeah. No, you are a hater. You're exactly a hater. Just advice for younger cats, younger generation. If you see somebody doing great, man, you could be envious, man, I want to do that, but don't let that turn into hate. Turn that into motivation, man. Man, I see that dude doing this, I can do that. Don't be like Elliot Wilson, man. And I hope he gets a lot of flack from his co-hosts, DJ Head and Jeremy Heck over there at their show. I hope they get on his ass for this because you're just a big old hater, bro. You're not a hater. You're definitely a hater.
I don't like it.
You don't like it because you don't think they're good at it?
I know I'm better at it.
Okay.
It's me. It's my life.
Okay.
But
You know you're better at it. That's an opinion. And first of all, you've been doing it for how many years? What, 20 years? These dudes just started their podcast, but they're still good at it. I don't get it. You do journalism, you talk to people, they talk to people. He's mad because they're getting big name artists on their show. Yeah, they got connections, but so do you. I hate a hater. I don't got a hating bone in my body, man. I don't understand how haters thrive and they're just proud to say this out loud.
But Elliot, what
Imagine
would make
it.
you better at it? Because in this day and age, it's just not about getting the information right. It's about who's more entertaining. So who are you to say I'm better at
Exactly.
this than them? When what
I'll
you're
prove
looking
it to you.
for?
I'm
Preach
better
on,
than you.
sister.
Like I'm the best. I'm more informed.
Are you better at telling a story?
I'm more informed. What does that have to do with anything? They're not doing a deep dive into something. They just talking what they feel, their opinions. And that's what the internet is. Everybody has an opinion on the internet. Everybody's podcast is their opinion. Some people do podcasts and put out facts, and those people do deep dive journalism. Most people do podcasts, it's just opinion, man. And they'll put on there like, hey, this is just my opinion. You know, don't take it as fact. People that do things as fact, they should definitely do their research. Now, if Cameron was out here saying, oh, this is fact, and then spewing bullshit, yes, then we can critique him in that way. But he's not doing that. He's out there having fun, talking shit with Mace and his, I forgot his female co-host name, but they just having fun, talking shit, and it's entertaining.
Are you better
100%.
at getting accurate
They're not better.
information?
Like that shit cringeworthy. I watch that shit. It's not good.
Yo,
Shit ain't
But
popping.
this-
it ain't popping.
I don't agree.
This
I don't know what they gave this dude to drink, but he don't need to drink no more. You could tell he's off some sauce. And for you to say this shit is cringe, that's cringe because your laugh is literally cringe, bro. Like the pot calling kettle black. Mason Cameron are genuinely funny hosts. Elliot, you know, he's kind of annoying. Like he has good takes on hip hop, but he also has bad takes, just like everybody else. Stephen A. Smith has good takes and he has bad takes. And some of the stuff Stephen A. does is cringe because he's so over the top, you know what I mean? But that's his brand, so you can't be mad at it. That's like saying, oh man, I hate Stephen A. Smith because he's so loud. That's fine, but you can't say, oh, they don't do a good job and I'm better than them.
What's the camera interview? Was like, yo, Cameron really asked the questions. Like, what are you talking about? No.
But what interview did Cam take away from something of let's say we're the hip hop ilk? Even if Maul and I aren't journalists, we're still in hip hop media. You are a hip hop journalist. What interview did Cam take away from us?
They have celebrity has access to different things that I may not have. And again, I do feel like they underperform.
See, I think I have to push
Every
back. I have to
time.
push back
No?
there because you have had 25 years of relationships with
30,
publicists,
30,
PR interviews.
30.
He says 30.
The three majors where Cam is a
30.
celebrity and has, you know, relationships for him being in the game for 30 years. But you have direct relationships with the majors that the rest of the podcasting world never had. So you
Okay.
still do have that. I think we have to go back to the period at the end of the sentence of what the fans want. And with Cam or Young Miami, maybe they just want to be entertained. With Kai, they just want to be entertained. They don't
No,
want to be
but Raw
informed.
is
They don't
the-
want to be informed.
The access goes.
And so he also got into it with, or had an issue with Kai Sanat saying, you know, basically hating on Kai's success, saying, well, he's not doing the same thing he's doing right now. He's not doing real podcasting. I'm like, bro, he puts a lot of work in. He's entertained. He comes up with concepts. Stop being a fucking hater, man. Yeah, like he's not taking no food because technically they're hip hop artists, but they're in a whole different, you know, they're doing sports. So if they get somebody on their show, they're going to talk about their stuff, but they're also going to transition into sports. Elliot is straight hip hop, so I don't get it. And you act like somebody's just gonna watch their show and not click on your show. When I watch podcasts, I watch multiple different podcasts. I'm not just saying, oh man, I'm gonna stick to Cam and Mace's show and I'm not gonna watch Elliot's show. I don't get that.
Goes to them above me. That's the problem I have. That's what it comes down to. You see what I'm saying? Because it seems sexy. Like, yo, Cam's the sports reporter now. Hey, woo,
Okay, but let's not act like
Right?
that's not always been hip hop or entertainment at the time. We've seen things that were hot and then failed immediately, but at that time, that was the hot shit that people went to.
and they
That's,
got
that's like any genre.
They don't have to fail. It's all good. They can do their thing. I'm just saying, like, yo, I'm competing. I want a shot. I'm in this. I'm still here.
Mhm.
I want to compete.
But that,
So if you want to compete, do a better job, my nigga. Like, if you feel like you're not getting the numbers you would like, or the numbers that's comparison to Cameron and Mace, do a better job. Be more entertaining. Like, you getting up here talking about, I don't like these niggas, or, you know, it's cringe. You basically just saying like, hey, I don't know how to do better. I can't do as good as them. but I feel like I should be higher than them. Clearly is jealousy right there. So if he's jealous of them, you know, he's jealous of a lot of different podcasters. But I'm saying, like, use that as your motivation, man. Like, try something new, do something different, see if you get a different result. If you're just doing the same thing and your podcast ain't blowing up the way you want to, switch it up. You just sitting there in the corner mad with the Michael Jordan crybaby meme face. You know what I mean?
I mean, that goes back.
But now you sound like the old nigga in the park that don't get picked up no more.
Exactly.
And I don't want to be that. You're right.
Yeah, but
you
I'm
are
not,
that.
and I'm not saying that you are that because
It's okay.
No, you are that. You are that. You know, I agree. Hate to say it, but I agree with Maul on this. I don't agree with Maul on a lot of stuff. But yeah, you sound like the old hater. You know what I mean? When Shaq and them be hating on NBA players, you the old head is hating. And that's why a lot of young cats, you know, kind of tune out the OGs is because they hate instead of giving props. I mean, you can critique somebody, but when you just sound like a hater, like, oh man, they not, you know, they're not doing as good as me, or, you know, they not as tough as we used to be. It's just hate, man.
I know your work.
Yes.
I'm from New York City. I know Elliot Wilson's work.
My nigga.
But
love.
I do understand at the same time, like, there was a time where what I was into growing up, you know, my parents.
And those people,
It's like, yeah, you put in the work, man, and you get, you know, the accolades, and people, like, he just gave you props. Like, you put in a lot of work. You know what I mean? You got years in the game. But for you to be up here mad because these new niggas done came up and now they got a hit podcast, that's just jealousy, bro. And it's hate. Yeah, I lost a lot of respect for Elliot on this. Like, I didn't, you know what I mean? I watch his show just because he's on there with the other two cats, Jeremy and DJ Head. Most of the stuff I watch is kind of like, you know, he's an OG, but he has good takes here and there. But this wasn't a good take. Like, you literally got on the show and said, they're cringe, I don't like it, but I'm not a hater. You're a hater, bro. So let me know what y'all think, man. Is Elliot Wilson just being a hater, or does he have a point with the Cameron Maces of the world being able to just jump into his genre and shine? Should they not do it? Which I know what people gonna say, but let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. If you like this video, check out this next video by clicking the link down below. Till next time, we out of here. Peace.